Welcome to the Nether Region podcast. He's the guy at the barbecue who just wants to talk to you about a serious man. Here's Ian Hamilton.
We have done 1.5 episodes. There are 2 swipes at me about my favorite movie, A Serious Man.
Listeners, already. If any of you love A Serious Man as much as Ian, please email us netherregionpod@gmail.com.
Hi, I'm your co-host, failed comedian Ian Hamilton, and I'm here with my devilish tormentor, Art Brimstone, who forces me to podcast and interview the living and the dead about their personal hells, as well as perform the worst torture of all, improv comedy. And we have a very special guest today, but we're not getting to that yet. No. First, we riff.
Okay.
Then we guess.
What do you want to riff about? You called it. You brought it up. You want to riff.
Oh, no. I meant to say I want a Ritz. Ritz. We had a friend that used to make a Ritz Krispie, which was Rolos and Ritz crackers.
Oh, my God. Give that
together.
to me and inject it directly into my little dirty mouth.
And here's the thing. It looked
Oh, my God. Can I get the recipe?
It looked like a mound that was a dead animal. But it was
even better.
So
oh my
good.
God.
It was one of the most delicious things you could imagine.
Legitimately, though, those are like 3 of my favorite things.
And then our
how many things were in it?
I think it was just the 2. Maybe there was like butter. Also, I have no idea.
Salty, sweet, caramel. Oh my God.
Our other mutual friends have an actual like restaurant, and they made artisanal versions of his Ritz Krispies. And it was so good.
Yeah, I could definitely get into that big time. What's your take on a take 5?
A take 5? That's a pretzel and the chocolate.
Pretzel,
and the
chocolate,
caramel?
nougat, caramel.
I'll do any caramel salt, anything.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, great. I'm writing this down. I'm going to torture you now by giving you the blandest, shittiest caramel with no salt.
And I'm
going to make you eat 1,000 fucking Werther's Originals while you have to talk to the driest grandma. And I know what you mean about dry.
My mouth is
so
dry.
Mouth noise.
Can you hear it?
While you have to suck on 1,000 Werther Originals. Not one at a time. All 1,000 in your little dirty mouth.
Werther Originals, are those the butterscotch candies? Or
yes.
Oh, actually, I like those.
Stop trying to make me like you.
I also shouldn't tell you that. I should
love butterscotch.
Keep that in my back pocket so that when you're doing it, I'm like, oh no, you're torturing me. But on the inside, I'm like, this is great.
Well, Ian, when I think of candy in a bowl, I obviously think of grandma's house, but I also kind of think of like when you enter like an office setting, there's some people who typically are going to have candy on a bowl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and those people probably aren't going to make me ride a bike a lot until I cramp the way you did earlier this week. And then when I cramped, you said, good, keep riding the bike. And I kept cramping.
We'll get you off those training wheels.
Yeah, and it was like way beyond Charlie horse, too. It was like a
Charlie
Chuck
Brown horse.
Oh, okay.
Or a Charlie XCX horse. I'm a brat.
We went 2 different directions there, but it was kind of similar, and I liked it.
Okay.
You went Charlie Brown, I went Chuck. I went adult cramping, and you were like, let's make it a little bald kid. Although I guess they call Charlie Brown Chuck, don't they?
Yeah. Doesn't Peppermint Patty call him Chuck?
Yeah, that's right.
What's up, Chuck?
You know what I never understood? Was when a nickname is like nothing like the name, really. Like they've got CH, sure, but like Jack being a nickname for John, what's that about?
Probably jacking off. I mean, I don't know.
Okay.
Where do you want me to go?
Or
I'm a little stinker.
What was the term you used last episode? I can't remember.
Jelking?
Jelking. Is that anything specific?
Hi, are you James? No, actually, I go by Jelk.
Sup, Jelk?
Dr. Jelk?
That sounds like a nickname I would give somebody younger than me at school. Mm-hmm. Like one time there was a kid who he was like, hi, I won't say his first name. And I was like,
Jelk.
I'm going to call you Jam Jam. And then I did. And then everyone started calling him Jam Jam, including he was also on the swim team. The whole swim team called him Jam Jam. everybody called him Jam Jam, and he kind of like wore it as like, oh, that's what people call me. But it sprout from like, I'm being a dick.
And that's a big reason why you're down here. Is things that you do like this.
It's got to be one of the reasons I'm down here, certainly.
You know, Ian, the thing is, people's names and how you refer to people, that's also a big part of, I think, today's guest.
Oh,
Would you say, like, that's, you know, candy in a dish, on a desk, people's names, forms.
Right.
Big part of today's guest.
Giving you what you want, also reprimanding you in a not hot or sexual way.
Right.
Very like legal, paperworky, bureaucrat type way.
Trying to enforce that we're all part of a family, even though they definitely work for the other team.
Right. It's like, you're trying to save yourself. Don't play me.
Right.
I know your games.
And the person you probably spoke to the most out of any job you ever had. Because you were always in there. Like, oh, Ian, we catch you in the lactation room again. You know, you're not supposed to be in here. And it's like, Ian, we've been over this. And you're like, yeah, but my dad owns the company. So I'm going to hang on the lactation room and try to catch a peek.
I'll be like, it's fine.
That happened to you a lot, right?
I mean, if there were any repercussions, the lawyers took care of it.
That's right.
I didn't have to deal with anything. I got what I wanted, which was to sit in the lactation room of the very boring business.
Oh my God. I cannot imagine a nursing mother's bigger torture or torment than walking into a lactation room and seeing your fucking pumpkin head staring back at her.
My Charlie Brown bald.
Your Charlie Brown ass head. And
with the one.
We should ask today's guest about these exact scenarios, though, don't you think?
Yeah, I think that maybe if I didn't sit in the lactation room so much, then I wouldn't have been down here for all eternity.
Yeah.
You know, waiting for you to give me shoes where like the laces are like way knotted up.
Oh,
and I can't unknot them.
That was a good one, huh?
That's the psychological torture of that.
Oh yeah.
And also like, you didn't even know I have this thing where like I'm bad with small finger motor skills. So like, you didn't even know that you like totally touched a nerve.
No, I could tell. I think by looking at you, people are like, something's wrong with them.
Well, you could after like 10 minutes of it, but you didn't know that. You were like, I'm like, this brings me back to in first grade when I had to wear Velcro shoes because I couldn't tie my shoes, and Joey Koziel would have to tie my shoes for me because he was a trusted friend. Okay.
Yeah, but you didn't give him a nickname like Jam Jam.
Well, no, he was older than me, so he had the status above me.
All right, we got to get to her. This is our guest today. She is, runs a big part of Hell's onboarding. She's part of Hell's HR. You dealt with her a lot when you first came down here.
Well, actually, I think she's here to really give me the rundown more because we only had a brief hello, and she kind of was like,
wow.
I'll give you the starting packet later.
Shit, maybe I fucked up and I was supposed to do something. I guess we'll find out. But I don't know your name, so I'll let you introduce yourself. Welcome to the show.
Well, thank you so much for having me, Art Brimstone, and it's good to see you, Ian Hamilton. Look at you. He looks like you're fitting into the company culture real nice here.
Well, I'm certainly bottom of the barrel here.
Yes, you certainly are.
Grunt.
Yes, you are a grunt.
I'm like a warehouse worker, like a custodian or something.
No, you're not. You famously have a horrible back.
Yeah, no, I would never. I could not imagine you cleaning up anything, you big piece of slop.
Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
So my name is Melinda Scurge, and I am head of Hell Resources down here, HR, Hell Resources.
Oh my God.
So, yeah.
Hi, Melinda.
Hi, nice to see you again, sweetheart. You're looking horrible. So, I want to say, Artie.
Oh, you are delightful.
Artie, I emailed you the start paperwork, and you did not. It went right to spam. Did you check your spam folder?
No, like email in Hell is like mostly spam.
Yeah, I know. I work for HR, honey. It's gonna go to spam. You gotta check that folder every day.
I'm just going through some stuff, and
do you need to talk about it?
Well, like we're just trying to start this podcast because like I'm looking for inspiration and stuff on like how to better better torture, Ian, and it's...
Well, maybe you guys keep talking over each other. That's the problem. That's probably one thing we could sort out in my office. You sit down, you get a little squish ball, you work it out.
And all this
shut
paperwork
up.
you brought
shut
with
up.
you. It's good for... It's good for... All this paperwork is good for, scene work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, you're going to be getting
Object
lots of
work.
paper cuts today, so just chill out.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. He gave me like 1,000 paper cuts and made me deal with jalapenos.
Made him cut jalapenos.
So that was...
Oh.
Yeah.
What do you think about
That's
that?
fun. That's spicy.
But I think that's pretty
Goddamn.
creative to round back out to the same punishment again. I think that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's
Because I
right.
hated it.
Well, Artie may be a rookie, but he's a quick learner. And that's what we like about his personality.
A superlative.
He's a personality higher down here in hell.
Okay, a personality. All right. This is great.
Okay, settle down. I'll
All right.
wipe that
All right.
fucking grin off your face.
Oh, my bad.
So, I just wanted to
Welcome
reintroduce myself, welcome you
Right.
down here. You are so unwelcome.
What's the
Unwelcome.
opposite of thank you?
Unwelcome to hell. And it's you're welcome.
So people say thank you up on Earth, and then they respond with you're welcome. So they're really oppositing the thank you. Is that how things work up there?
You're welcome.
So Melinda, I guess you have some...
Onboard me, baby.
Okay. Oh, see, now that is
I'm
going to
already in hell. So I
gonna-
could say that.
it's gonna be a problem. You're
Oh boy.
hitting on.
This is a big reason why you're down here.
I'm not hitting on you, but calling you baby is frowned upon.
Do I look like a baby?
A little bit. I mean,
What about me looks like a baby? My cherubic round face? Or my big dirty diaper?
You are wearing a big, stinky, big, huge, full, it's pouring out diaper. I didn't want to call it out, Melinda, but it's true.
Well, that's where I
and
wear
it's very
these.
befitting.
That's
and
where I
your
wear these.
binky is tucked into the diaper. That's the worst part.
I'm
for
not
me.
up on like hell corporate fashion. Like I'm thinking this is like a business cash thing.
You don't like my
going on.
moo-moo? This is from Fashion Bug.
I'm not. Listen, I'm not a fashionista. I don't follow a lot of hell trends. But I think if, you're wearing a big, stinky, overloaded diaper and a moo-moo and a binky and
Tucked into the diaper.
tucked into the diaper.
It's a tearaway moo-moo.
Oh.
So it tears. See, look.
Whoa.
I've
Listeners,
never seen
Melinda
so many
just-
eyeballs and empty eyeball sockets.
Yeah, that's. Hey, listen.
So-
Get into it.
That's the demon body.
That is. Are you mocking my voice?
No, I'm just a natural kind of mimic. Like you have a voice, so it's kind of natural for me.
Yeah,
to
he's
just
kind of like a
take it on.
Rosetta Stone. He has no personality and he's
Right.
ice cold and he
Yeah.
just fucking leeches onto other people.
Well,
That's
what-
why he's down here.
That's what John Cleese said about Peter Sellers. Is he didn't really know his own voice. He was just constantly doing other people's voices.
Oh yeah,
And
Peter
it was
Sellers
sad.
is down here.
Well,
Did you ever meet him?
Yeah, of course
he's
I
a bad
onboarded
guy.
him.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You've probably onboarded like so many of the most famous denizens of hell.
So many Dennises are down here. Yeah. Dennis Farina. Dennis the Menace, of course.
I can't believe you pulled Dennis Farina.
Dennis Quaid will be down here.
Dennis Quaid will definitely be down here.
Oh, poor Randy Quaid's going to be down here too.
Well,
All the Quaids will
All
eventually.
the Quaid. Yeah.
Even Jack Quaid.
Well, yeah, Ian. Everyone who makes it in Hollywood sells their soul to somebody
true.
down here. We run a lot of that, right, Melinda?
It's true. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, you see, Artie Brimstone, he's a smart cookie. Okay. Stinks like
Gobble
I do
me up.
have a
dog.
working theory that every billionaire is directly responsible for someone's death.
Is that why you're so poor?
Hey, I've killed plenty of people that the police haven't figured out about yet.
Oh yeah,
okay?
say that on the mic. That's good.
I'm responsible for deaths, mostly because I bore them so much.
You've
they
been in a
decide
lot of
to end their
lineups to
own.
the point where you were actually asking to come in because you thought they were auditions.
Yeah.
You're like, well, this will be good for my, I could put this into my portfolio.
Come on, I want the part.
I'm Ian Hamilton. I'm 5'11".
I'm
They're like,
5',
we can
yeah.
see that on the back wall.
I'm 5'11". I stole the jewels. I got the getaway car. I threw the old woman out of the car.
Well, Ian, you're from Chicago. I'm from Chicago.
You sound like it.
Yeah, I'm actually from the same block John Wayne Gacy lived on.
Wow.
Really?
Close personal friend.
Summerdale.
That's right. Absolutely.
Wow.
Right by where Carson's ribs used to be.
That's
Kinda,
right.
yeah,
where Carson's ribs used to be. Ian?
Take it to go.
Take it to go. That commercial's very hard to find online.
Well, you
the
can
Carson's
find it
Ribs
down
commercial.
here.
Well, Melinda, so like what are some things that you want to do to help onboard Ian here, or maybe some things that I missed or something that could help to, I guess, get this guy up and running?
And
Clearly, I missed an email. I missed some forms.
What are my 401k options here?
Okay,
Or
well, yeah.
do you match? Do you match 5%? What's the...
We'll definitely get to the matching
We have what's
part.
called a 666K.
Yeah, thank
Oh,
you.
That's funny.
Let's see. So you did check your spam folder.
Well, I'm looking at it right here. I
Oh,
got
okay.
a little window, little monitor right here
You're
that I
a
can see
little
on things, and I did
stinker.
pull it up here. But yeah, Melinda, I mean,
All right.
take the floor is yours, the pot is yours.
So this is what we're going to do. We're going to do some fun backbreaker questions. Not icebreaker. There's no ice in hell.
Yeah.
It's like
break
Europe.
my back, HR.
Yeah.
It's like what?
It's like Europe. They don't do ice.
There's no ice. Yeah, that's true. You come down and they only offer like sparkling or still, and then they get mad at you when you say still.
Yeah. You know, actually, I was reading your case file, Ian, and I'm pretty sure you know how to speak some German,
Ja.
specifically about water.
Wasser.
Yeah. And you know how to order.
Mineralwasser mit Eis und Zitrone.
See? Evil. Completely evil.
Wow, he gets into that way too quick.
Yeah. You look
It's
at
the
that.
best German phrase I have.
So we're going to do some fun backbreaker questions to welcome you, just to get to know your...
Why do you keep saying backbreaker questions?
Because there's no ice in hell. We're not doing an icebreaker.
Oh,
We're doing
did you
a
already
backbreaker.
explain
Yeah,
that joke?
she did.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
listening.
I
Go
was
figure.
I was internally making my own jokes.
Okay.
He's
so,
got this internal monologue that, yeah.
yeah.
I still can't get over that that the Assyrius man hate. I'm too focused on it.
I'm sorry,
It's the
Melinda.
best movie ever. Fred Melamed is a treasure.
All right, you shut up
That's
now.
the treasure.
So we're gonna go ahead and get to know your personality a little bit more, just to make sure that one, we've paired you with a good tormentor.
Oh, fuck,
This is
okay.
gonna be a good collaboration.
Uh-huh.
So it's kind of a both of you question, but we're
Okay.
gonna have Ian go first.
We're gonna have to work together. I
Yeah.
think.
Well, you're going to be working together for all of eternity. So, which of these colors speaks to your personality? Fiery red, abomination orange, treacherous teal, or violent white?
Oh, I'm a violent white. Because those bruises don't show.
I fogged my glasses.
You did.
I was going to go with fiery red because I am like a little, red little stinker, little devil demon boy, little stinky baby. But I guess I could be a violent white. I don't know. Does
You don't
fiery
have
red
to.
and
You don't have to agree. You can pick. It's your
Yeah, I was gonna say
personality.
we
yeah.
pick.
It's a
Yeah,
personal.
yeah.
I get it.
one.
Okay.
I'm not describing him. am
No,
I?
no, no. You're describing yourself.
Right. Yeah.
All right, I'm a fiery red. Yeah.
You're a fiery red, and then Ian, you're a violent white, which means you're in good company because there's a lot of whites down here. And
bet.
Yeah.
fiery red, you're a natural leader and cheater.
Oh,
You really belong down here.
okay. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's go.
So,
I
Do you
like
have a
this.
Do you have a rhyme for what I am?
no, it's just you're in good company. There's a lot of whites down here.
Oh, okay.
Violent whites.
Don't get a rhyme though.
You want to pick orange? You want to be abomination orange?
Sure.
Yeah, you pick the mild sauce at Taco Bell, don't you, you gluttonous coward?
I'm violent white. I'm violent white.
That's what I thought, you gluttonous coward. Okay,
Oh, this is why Melinda runs HR in hell.
that's
Unbelievable.
right. We
Tight
have a
ship.
lot of fun. We run a tight shit. Okay. And just so
It's
you
not
know,
loose.
it's a slop. So just so you know, I myself treacherous teal, and that means I can't choose between green or blue. So I have to be an individual and pick teal like a freak.
I believe it.
Yeah. So
And is teal yellow?
I literally just said green or blue. So it's a.
I thought you were listing.
Oh my God, this is why you're down here.
You
Teal, that's yellow.
you need to.
You don't even know your colors.
I was like turquoise.
Yeah, it's close to turquoise, like a
But then-
darker turquoise.
So I was thinking turquoise, but then I was like, I must be wrong because I don't know my colors.
Why don't you trust in yourself? Because that's going to be a big part of making this whole situation work?
Well, I was told I was wrong a lot growing up.
Okay, well, maybe we should do a private.
Yeah, maybe you should have listened.
Yeah.
Maybe I was.
Teal is not yellow. Okay, so the next little backbreaker question we've got.
Love it.
What is your mortal sin name? Okay, and
Wow.
that is your favorite ice cream topping.
Oh
and
my God.
The last name of your favorite serial killer. Okay, so I'm Cookie Dough Dahmer. Okay.
Our favorite serial killer?
Yeah, the last name. And then
Okay.
it starts with your favorite ice cream topping.
Okay, so I'm salted caramel Mussolini.
Wow. Okay.
You could argue.
I guess I'm
serial killer.
mint chip geen.
Mint chip is a flavor, not a topping.
Oh, Oreo cookie geen. Wow, that's a fun one, Melinda. Listeners, write in, let us know. I want to know too from some of these listeners, what did you call that?
That's your mortal sin name.
What's your mortal sin name? Email us, netherregionpod@gmail.com.
Yeah, favorite ice cream topping and favorite serial killer
last name.
Mm-hmm.
last name, which I guess I don't know enough serial killers, which is why I just went dictator.
He's killed a lot of people.
It's true.
Yep.
Can't go wrong. And look,
I think it
Pol
fits.
Pot's funny, but I don't know a lot about him.
Killed a lot of people.
Right.
Have you run into him down here?
Oh, I haven't. Actually, as a person, he's not funny.
Well, that's probably because he's a
He
teal.
shows up at a lot of the open mics, and it's like, geez,
Yeah.
stick to killing people.
A lot of ranting.
Yeah, he's a treacherous teal, so you're not going to really get along. Okay. And then, just a little classic warm up, like a getting to know you exercise we like to play down here. It's called 2 truths and a lie and a hot, wet, sloppy Joe fart in your mouth.
Okay, just to reiterate, that's 2 truths and a lie and a hot, wet, sloppy Joe fart in your mouth.
That is a heavy shart. That is a very heavy shart.
I wear the diaper for a reason. Because I onboard a lot of people.
Does shit come out of all your empty eye sockets as well?
Sure does. That's why I wear this big flowy moo-moo.
There's standards and practices down here, Ian.
Yeah, okay.
S and P. Shit and piss.
Hell is very organized. I'll give it that.
Melinda runs a tight shit,
I do.
as she said. So, what is 2 truths and a lie and a hot, wet, sloppy Joe fart in your mouth?
Yeah, so you're going to tell 2 truths and a lie about yourself.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do a hot, wet, sloppy Joe fart in your mouth.
Okay.
That's just what's going to happen.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, just to welcome you. Unwelcome you.
Well, we'll see if it's the worst thing that happened to me this week.
Okay. Well, you can start us off, or if you want Mr. Art Brimstone there to kick it off. Who wants my hot fart in their mouth sooner rather than later?
For him, it's a treat.
This is an honor.
Yeah.
When someone does a hot, wet, sloppy fart in the mouth, it's basically like a very firm handshake on Earth. Like, it's like, when you like perfectly dap up your friend and it's like, boom, big loud sound, and it's like, cool. That's what a hot, wet, sloppy Joe fart in the mouth is here in hell.
Oh, well,
That's a firm handshake.
I try to be open to different customs. I try not to
All right,
judge
Is that
them.
your
lie.
truth or lie?
Judge them. Bitch. Fuck you both. 2 truths and a lie. Let's see. My confirmation name is Barnaby. I love a surprising amount of disco and could tell you a lot about it. And I went to Albuquerque and got a parking ticket and never paid it.
Okay, wait. What was the second one?
The second one was I know a surprising amount about disco and I could tell you a lot about it. Or I like a surprising amount of disco.
Wait, do I have to find anything?
It's 2 truths and a lie.
This is a team building exercise.
Now who's not paying attention?
So I have to find the lie?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then I'm gonna, tootie in the
You're gonna
sweet
toot in
under
his
the
mouth.
booty.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So didn't pay a parking ticket in Albuquerque. Got like disco, and then confirmation name is Barnaby.
Really good. Yeah. Knowing you and a big reason why you're down here and just a lot about you, it's tough to pick from that list. But I think that you don't know a lot about disco, and you can't say a lot about it.
That's true. That is the lie. That is the lie.
It's true that you lied.
I accidentally lied about the parking ticket. It was in Seattle, but I said Albuquerque. So, but if you would have said it, I would have corrected myself. So you're right. I don't know a lot about disco, and I don't like it, but I do know a lot about Happy Days. And I do have a lot of Happy Days.
Open your mouth right now, because here it comes.
Okay.
Here it comes. Albuquerque is nothing like Seattle.
They're both smaller American cities with hip scenes and a brewery culture.
Happy Days. Okay. Well, Tom Bosley's down here too. So.
I knew I was about to say Tom Bosley. I was about to invoke him.
Oh, don't invoke him. You don't want.
Tom Bosley's the
summon.
dad in Happy Days, Art.
Well, don't.
You look confused.
Don't invoke people, because that's like a butt dial here in hell. Like you invoke people, you're like trying to summon them, and it's like you shouldn't. It's like kind of a fucking rude thing to do.
It's not willy-nilly.
Just so you know, Tom Bosley's kind of like a handsome version of a friend of mine, Andy Hart.
That huge piece of shit?
Yeah.
I don't believe it. You showed me photos of him that you have on your phone.
That's just a picture of Grimace. All right, Artie. What are your...
Okay. Let's see. I am a little red.
Lie. What?
What did I say at the beginning?
What did you say?
Stop talking over everyone.
He's picked up a fidget toy.
I did.
This is bad.
No,
it's gonna sting him all over.
This is gonna keep me grounded.
Okay. I am a little red stinker with little red bod and cute little wings and little cute horns and a nice little tail.
Some of this is subjective, but okay.
So I'm a cute little red stinker boy. A little devil poker man.
Is that a second one?
No, it's all part of the first one.
Okay.
Second is I like to fill my CPAP machine with pure distilled vodka.
Okay.
And fourth is I dance a great waltz.
So
wait, third,
yeah. I was gonna say, so they weren't all part of the first one. You dance a great waltz?
I dance a great waltz.
That's the lie. I've seen you move, and you don't seem like somebody with rhythm.
I don't have the moves like Jagger.
No, and you certainly don't have the moves like John Travolta in. I think it's Staying Alive, the sequel to Saturday Night Fever, when he puts a second pizza slice on top of the first pizza slice and eats them together like a sandwich.
Pro move.
It is. It's a great scene.
Yeah, you found the lie, Ian. I am a cute little red stinker with a cute little bod and little wings and a little long tail and little horns and a little face, and I'm a little stinker and I got a little poker.
You are pretty snatched.
And I do fill my CPAP machine with pure distilled vodka, which is a thing here in hell. Pretty much everyone does that. And no, I can't dance. Okay.
All right. Well, since the hot, wet fart in the mouth is going to be of extreme pleasure to you, I'm just going to give you a nice hearty handshake.
Yeah. There we go.
Oh, and did that hurt? Were you trying to hurt him, or were you trying to...
He didn't like it.
Oh, okay.
With his little cloven hooves.
Well, you shook hooves.
Yeah.
Well, these are a donation, these hooves that I'm wearing right now.
Right.
You really, instead of a high five, it's a hoof clomp.
Yeah,
Clomp.
we hoof clomp.
Yeah, you can hoof clomp.
We can clomp up.
That's fair.
Clomp it up.
It's clomp, not clop.
It's clomp.
It's clomp.
Okay, good.
You had it right the first time.
Thank you.
Okay, so Ian, so we've got a little to do. We got some horrible housekeeping here. So we're gonna have to do some paperwork, which is endless. Just absolutely endless.
You will be doing paperwork forever.
Forever.
For all eternity. It will never end. There's always a form to fill, right?
Yeah, there's always going to be a form to fill. And also, I need 666 forms of ID.
Oh, so she can say that, but I can't say that.
Yeah, I work here.
You could say 666, but just be careful.
Yeah,
Okay.
You just don't really know how to
overuse
use it yet, so it's
Right.
like, don't fuck around.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So
You're like that little kid in the Christmas Story when he gets that fucking Desert Eagle, right? Isn't that how that fucking movie
it's not
works?
a Desert Eagle.
What is it, like a 50 cal Beretta?
It's a Kentucky long rifle.
Okay, what is that, like a 38? He gets that little
38
snub-nosed
what?
38 special, and he goes around solving crimes, right? That's a Christmas Story?
No, it's a golden gun.
We don't do Christmas down
Yeah,
here
it's
in
not
hell.
really a thing. It's not part of our culture.
Yeah.
You know?
Do you do Labor Day?
Oh, yeah.
We're big on Labor Day.
We're big on Labor Day. Here, grab this.
Nationally, we are
Grab
not all
that.
on board.
Grab this.
Fine.
This is your laptop. Don't
right.
look at porn on it.
Too late.
Well, you can.
Oh my god, you ran it for less than a second!
It's just muscle memory. I go right to it.
Well, you can. Okay.
Right to X Hamster? Right to you porn?
You porn? No. What am I?
Right?
What is this? 2007?
Well, just so you know, you could look at porn on it because that's been the shared company porn laptop up until you got here.
Oh, that's why it's so crusty. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, the X key is completely torn off.
Yeah, the X and
So is the ATM keys.
And the T for tickle.
and the B and O keys are.
Oh, for...
butt and oral.
That's actually one of the biggest porn searches in all of hell. Just boob.
Boob.
With 5
Yes,
O's.
It's for all the
Ghost porn.
Yeah, it's ghost
yeah.
porn. Okay.
Boob. What is a ghost search for porn on Halloween? Boob.
That's a good riddle for kids.
For kids?
Well, it's not clever enough for adults.
It's not clever enough for adults? The fuck are you talking about?
That's why it has to be for kids. If you want this to work as a riddle, if you want to actually stump anybody.
Oh my god, this is why you're down here. Don't you remember when you went to that fucking public library, like, show and tell for kids, and you were like, hey, I got a riddle for you guys.
I didn't do that.
And they were like,
but
who let you in here? You're like, don't worry about it.
Yeah, I did see an unhoused person do that.
Was it you? Were you looking in a mirror?
Tough to say. All those years blend together for me.
Oh my god, Melinda,
Okay.
help me out here.
Jeez. Okay. Well, my file on you, I can tell, is gonna be nice and thick.
Oh yeah, it's a thick
Nice
file.
and thick. Big file. Any allergies, Ian?
Yeah, ciprofloxacin.
What the fuck is that?
It's a medication.
Jesus
It's like an antibiotic, and it made my arms and feet swell up.
Well, we gotta get him some of that.
Not my arms.
What
my
was that
hands.
called? Annabelle blah blah blah?
Ciprofloxacin. People just call it Cipro.
All right.
All right, Art.
I'm gonna write that one down. Don't
Yeah.
you worry, Melinda. I got it written.
Thank you. That's great. Okay.
I should not be telling you this.
I'm your HR person. Whatever you say to me is between you and me and your tormentor.
Yeah.
So if you want to make complaints, it's going to get back to him.
Oh.
So you could do a little bit of like a reverse psychology where you're like, I hate when he treats me with kindness.
But now I got to reverse the reverse psychology here.
It's very twisted.
It is twisted.
Yeah, don't try to.
Because I'm going to try to do that now.
It's going to hurt your head a little bit if you try to think about it too hard. Okay.
Okay.
So we got some hell, culture, do's, and don'ts. Okay. So
Do I have to say it like that, though?
What?
Do's and don'ts.
Are you making fun of my accent? We are from the same place.
Apparently.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's possible.
That accent is like purposefully built for hell onboarding. It's probably one of the most grating accents of all time.
Yeah.
I
Listener,
agree with that.
Can you imagine like this person taking a complaint? You're waiting behind them in the customer service line and you just hear, yeah, well, I don't care if I open the box and I use the seat.
I ran into a famous actor the other day and he was like, I'm Dennis Farina and I'm smoking a cigar. And I was like, what the hell are you saying?
He and I used to date.
Whoa, spill that dish, that tea.
He put the cigar somewhere.
Oh my God.
My diaper.
Whoa.
He got
means
the
he likes
idea.
you.
Yeah, he does.
Put it in the eye holes, the
It was-
empty eye holes.
It was lit. It was lit.
It was lit.
in every way.
Well, listen, Melinda, how much more is there to this onboarding? Because
Just a few do's and don'ts,
Okay,
and then I'll wrap it up.
Let's get
All
through
right.
these.
I know. Okay, hell culture, do's and don'ts. Okay.
How culture is. I just want to, I'm sorry. It's not that. I know a big form of torture for a lot of people is being eternally stuck in a meeting that could have been an email.
That's
Or a
right.
2.5 hour podcast that could have been an hour.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, where the intro goes way too long.
Some people like that. Most
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah.
Some people who end up down here really get off on it.
That's their form of hell or absolute pleasure. So, okay, do's and don'ts. Don't say God bless you if someone sneezes, because it could kill them. And then
Pay attention, Ian.
I'm listening.
How-
This is happening.
Ian, what did I-
porn on the
fidget-
non-porn computer.
It's my hands are busy doing automatically what they normally do, which helps my ears and my brain focus.
What did I just say?
Well, I was
you're
paying attention.
you're uncoordinated when it comes to shoelaces, but you got the dexterity and muscle memory to type in fucking Pornhub.com at any
porn.
keyboard.
Yeah.
Okay, once again, don't say God bless you if someone sneezes, because it could kill them. And
Yeah.
then how will we punish them for all of eternity?
Right.
You know?
Don't ever say that.
Don't ever say that.
So this isn't do's or don'ts. This is just don't.
No, there's some do's. I'm going to get to the do's. I'm
Oh
just
my
starting with
God.
a
All
don't.
right, but I don't like render a verdict on these. You're just telling me.
It's literally like talking to a baby that was born literally yesterday.
You should be wearing a diaper.
I'm in a death sense. I am a baby. I'm a newborn deadie.
Yeah, okay.
I'm a deadhead,
Okay, it's just
and I like fish.
keep these top of mind. Okay, so don't
Okay.
say God bless you.
Don't
Okay,
say
Well, they
God
don't
bless
talk about the string cheese incident.
Oh, we don't talk about the string cheese incident.
no. So do leave a tip for your mail carrier at Christmas time, because they work really hard. Even though Christmas isn't a thing down here, it's still a really busy time of year for them.
Well, Halloween is, I guess we should say, Halloween is
our
basically what
Christmas.
Christmas is on Earth for us here in hell.
Yeah.
Halloween's a big deal.
Yeah.
Oh, so is it like this is Halloween, this is Halloween?
That's
like,
copyrighted.
Oh,
Well, Disney's down here,
Do you
so
have
it's
a
probably
knockoff?
fine.
Yeah, Disney's.
yeah.
I gotta. You would know better than I, Melinda.
Yeah, I mean, don't sing more than like 6 seconds of that. So, okay.
it's
So,
15, I think.
well, it's
Thanks.
6.
Yeah, correct the HR lady.
Yeah,
more.
that's really good. Your file's getting thicker
You
by
still
the
haven't
moment.
told me about the kind of dental coverage I get. So
I'm getting to it. It's none. Do leave a tip for your mail carrier. Okay. Don't forget your reusable water bottle. Okay. We're eco-conscious here. After all, there's only one hell, and we're determined to save it.
That's right.
You
does
know?
it need saving? Is it getting bad? Is this something I should know about?
Don't worry about it.
Just don't forget your water bottle.
All
Okay,
right.
and
I'll
then
just
you can-
focus on being tormented. And
You can refill it at the water cooler. It's filled with lava.
Yeah, it's near the Lake of Fire.
I was gonna say I don't
filled
want
with
to.
lava.
Well, it's down here, so it's technically magma.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Magma.
It hasn't really risen, Okay. So do get used to being whipped, singed, scorched, and sung to on your birthday in a restaurant not of your choosing.
Oh no! I'm Ed DeBevics or nothing.
Well, too bad.
We're going to Outback
TSB.
Steakhouse, and you're going to
No!
eat your weight in that shitty pumpernickel bread. It's not that shit.
We're going out
Actually,
back tonight.
I kind of
We're
like.
going Outback tonight.
I
and
like
we're not
that
getting
bread.
a bloomin' onion. Because it's a form of torture.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
You have to watch me eat a bloomin'
You're
onion.
getting a.
Yeah, I'm gonna have one too.
Yeah.
How do you think I get
No.
those hot, wet farts in your mouth? Okay, don't run up to celebrities and ask them for their autograph, because they love it. They love it. And we don't want them to have fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Do label your food in the hell fridge, which is an oven. And don't unionize. I swear to Satan,
Yeah.
if you unionize,
No.
we're going to have a problem.
He doesn't have the leadership capabilities to lead a union.
Well,
He's
he's a-
going to forget.
He's a violent white, so, he's not really equipped for that. So,
He's going to be like, guys, the reason why we're unionizing is because we need to go get a dental plan. And then he'll get sidetracked with like,
I ran into Jimmy Hoffa though.
He's a
down
big
here.
one down here.
And he was really trying to get something going union wise. So
wow.
just saying there is a movement.
Thank you for snitching.
Yeah, well, that's good.
Well, he's a loudmouth, so
well, it's on the
everybody already
record.
knows,
Oh, yeah,
right?
put the blame on him.
It's on the record now, so I am putting that into his file too. So
He's going to get himself killed if he's not careful.
All right. Dental plan, non-existent.
Okay.
401k, forget about it. What we do have is the benefit of, I guess you don't really have to worry so much about like experiencing any sort of like miracle, or actually it's kind of like when you...
I was never worried about experiencing a miracle.
I mean, that isn't a common worry for people on Earth. Is oh my god, am I going to experience a miracle when I step outside today?
I was like, oh my god, how am I going to pay for my miracle this month?
Yeah. It's like quicksand. You're never going to run into it, but you're constantly worried about it.
Right. Like movies told me to watch out for this.
It's really more like if you went to a music festival and you took ecstasy and you had sex and it was the best sex of your life.
Wow.
And now every sex experience after that is just downhill.
Whoa.
That is sad.
You know, so you don't even have to worry about that anymore. There is no high. It's all low. So just aim real low.
Right.
And you're going to do just fine down here. I can tell.
It'll be a lot like life then.
Yeah, well, see, there you look at that.
You're probably one of the more prepped people to live in hell for all
You're a
eternity.
scholar.
So far, it's been almost the same.
Well, this is fantastic, Melinda.
You two are a good pair. I can
Wow.
see. You know what's nice too? You're a fiery red. He's a violent white. You put them together, it's pink, the color of a butthole. Usually.
We love buttholes.
You see? Yeah, there you go.
Melinda, this is fantastic.
Well,
I'm
thank you.
so glad that we finally officially got Ian onboarded.
Yeah.
And we learned a lot about hell.
Yeah.
Ian?
Yeah. I mean, I have a lot to keep not looking forward to.
You're welcome.
And this
You're welcome.
conversation's just solidified it for me.
Yeah, you're welcome. And then also you can pick your email.
Oh, okay.
You could whatever you want. It's like a screen name.
Oh, well, when I was 13, I had the email "The Man with Two Arms," which was a Johnny Bravo reference. So I'll do that
mama.
again.
Wasn't there like a 3-arm thing? There was
that's
something with
Eddie.
3 arms.
No, because the man with one arm is from The Fugitive, and then Johnny Bravo is doing a parody of The Fugitive.
Okay, so that's
I
what
didn't
you
know
want.
that at the time, though.
You want the man with 2 arms at hell.com.
Sure.
Okay.
All right.
All right, that's yours then. I guess.
I'm sure that wasn't taken.
Am I gonna not have my password? Just like I don't
No,
forgot my password.
you're going to have to do forgot password every single time.
No.
And then it also locks you out after 1 attempt. So good luck.
Welcome to hell.
Welcome to hell. Unwelcome.
Unwelcome to hell.
Well, thank you so much for showing me around and really explaining
go
all
anywhere.
this to me. Well, verbally showing me around, you know. And let's take a quick break because I'm worn out from all this paperwork. My hand's getting tired. And we're back to the Nether Region podcast. I am your co-host, failed comedian Ian Hamilton, here with my tormentor, Art Brimstone.
Yippee!
And our guest, head of HR in hell.
Melinda Scurge.
Thank you for saying your name because I wouldn't have said it like that.
How would you have said it?
Melinda Scurge.
I
you-
hear no difference.
Yeah.
She said it like Melinda Scurge.
That's how you talk.
What?
That's how you sound.
I sound like that?
Very grating.
Sing-songy?
You guys have the same accent.
Yeah, we're from the same place.
Accent.
Accent.
Ohio.
I'm not from Ohio. That's Andy Hart.
Photo.
Photo.
This must be hell if we're going to talk about Andy Hart this much.
Listen.
He'll be down here.
That
He
Matthew
is-
Broderick looking ass.
Oh yeah, looking ass.
He is a
Waddling around.
he is a treasured, horrible friend of mine.
Yeah.
So we've got a little segment here that I wanted to pass by your desk, and it's called
Were you spooked?
I almost read the description before saying the name. Let's do a little bit of Hell in the Cell.
Oh.
And that is, of course, horror stories about cell phones, also rare diseases that strike at the cellular level.
Well,
Great game.
That's creative.
Yeah, so these are mostly cell phone stories from like 2007 to like 2012 that were submitted to Gizmodo.com.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
They got taken down by Hulk Hogan, the Hulkster.
Oh, is that? Oh, that's right.
Took him down.
They were part of the...
He brought his 22-inch pythons on that stupid blogging website and dropped the double leg for America on them bears.
It wasn't Gawker or something?
Oh, it was Gawker.
It was Gawker. Yeah, I think Gizmodo's more technology.
Hey, listen, I'm not from Earth. That's why I made that mistake.
Well,
That's
you know.
true. You just want to do the Hulk.
Yeah,
that's
Hogan.
I'm really bad Hulk Hogan.
Brother. Yeah.
Brother.
So there's just a couple users submitted stories, or like, just people submitted their stories, right?
Okay.
So this one's called A Good Samaritan Never Wins. And it's submitted by someone calling themselves Smug Aardvark. And he says, I've only smashed 2 phones in my life. The first one happened somewhere in the middle of me trying to break up a fight. One of the people fighting was being held back by someone else and flailed his legs around to kick anyone nearby. I caught a shoe on the side of my leg, and my phone paid the price. The second one occurred while I was skateboarding. A drunk frat boy type didn't like something about me. I really don't know why. I'd never met the guy. And he decided to lunge at me from the sidewalk and tackle me into the road. If it wasn't for the large linebacker-looking dude that witnessed it, picked the kid up by the neck, and quite possibly scared the actual shit out of him, I'm fairly sure the kid would have wound up in the ER with a skate truck lodged in his head, and I would have spent some time in an orange jumpsuit. With that said, I have lost 3 phones to the Atlantic Ocean. I like to think the dolphins found them and used them to stay in touch with each other.
Lost them to the ocean.
Okay, so here's why I read this. It's because the title is A Good Samaritan Never Wins, and he just kind of throws in there that he lost 3 in the ocean.
It sounds like the ocean came up and swallowed them out of his hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, shouldn't be swimming with your phones.
Also, I don't know if you can refer to yourself as a good Samaritan.
Yeah, I think that's something that has to be bestowed upon you.
Yeah, like
Right.
the popehood.
And
Like the Pope?
yeah.
Yeah, like the popehood.
Popehood.
Oh, I thought
the
you
Pope
meant the Pope
would.
would. Like the Pope would like canonize you as a
We
a
really
good Samaritan.
We
shouldn't say the P word down here.
Don't say the P word down here.
Canonize?
You know that doesn't start with a P.
I know. I'm a stinker.
You're not a stinker.
Okay.
Oh, you think you're the only stinker?
I'm
down
the little
here?
stinker.
You're
You
the little
both
stinker.
smell horrible.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, this next story is called A Damn Miracle, and it's written by Fargus.
Clarissa's brother?
I have a story of
she explained it all. She really did.
She really
and
did.
then she turned into silver goo.
No,
That's Alicia
Alex
Silverstone.
Mack.
It's Alex Mack. Is it the same actress?
It's Alicia Silverstone.
It's not Alicia Silverstone.
It's not Alicia Silverstone.
She's got a weird, like, French-Canadian
She's got a
name.
weird French-Canadian
Oh, so
name.
it's Melissa Joan Hart. What was her other show?
Sabrina.
Sabrina.
What were you
Clarissa
talking
Melissa and
explains it
Joey.
all.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. The show Melissa and Joey, they show that non-stop down here.
Yeah, it plays a lot. Great Darth Vader.
No.
Okay, actually pretty good Darth Vader.
Listen.
Not gonna lie.
Yeah, you could do something at the company picnic.
So this one's called A Damn Miracle. I have a story of how I miraculously did not break my phone. My old phone was a Motorola Droid X2. I drive a car that does not have a working 12V in the front seat, so I would charge my phone off of one in the rear. I was at a gas station and I accidentally dropped my phone onto the pavement outside the door with the phone still firmly attached to the charger and closed the door. As I drove away from the gas station a mile or so down the highway, I heard a noise, like something was dragging from my car. I looked down and noticed the cable is shut in the door. I opened the door and there was my phone, happily skipping along the cement at 55 miles per hour. I pulled it back into the car, and to my amazement, it was fine. The metal on the exterior was scraped up pretty bad, and the screen had some deep scratches, but it was not cracked. The phone worked as well as it always did after that. The crazy part of the story is, I did not have a case.
Art, this is a good punishment for him.
What? What's that, Melinda?
You hang him out of the side of a door and you drive down the highway.
Without a case.
Without a case.
Yeah, I can do that. We can do some of that.
Does that just mean naked without a case? Or
Yep.
Yeah, you're going to be naked.
Well,
You know, they those phones back on Earth, Ian. I mean, when you were up there, they definitely they used to build them pretty tough.
Ford tough.
Ford tough.
The Motorola ones, no, not Motorola. There were some that you could
Hello,
really put through
Moto.
some abuse. Yeah, for sure.
What do you think about that? Hello, Moto.
Not very
It's a
good.
little bit like Dr. Evil.
Yeah.
Hello, Moto.
You're doing like a Kermit the Frog. Hello, Moto.
Hello, Miss Piggy Moto.
Okay, I've seen some really good talent here for the
Okay.
Company Picnic Talent Show.
Miss
All right.
Piggy Moto is Quasimodo's sister.
Could you give us a Miss Piggy?
Or one of the gargoyles. Oh, Kermit. Hiya!
I like it.
I do too.
Those are
That's,
my-
Actually, don't
Two
ever do
Miss
that
Piggy.
again because it makes you kind of endearing.
Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
no,
Sorry.
I'm kind of having a crush on you.
So, what are we supposed to do with these cell phone stories? Just
Nothing.
talk about
I'm just saying them.
them? Okay.
Well,
This is my house.
Yeah.
Remember-
he's turning the tables on us.
He
Melinda.
really is. He's
There's-
getting us good.
there's cell phones and there's also rare diseases that strike at the cellular level. So now we're about to talk about
Oh my God.
hemophagocytic. Wait,
Oh my God.
hemophagocytic lymphohistiocytosis is a rare disease that usually occurs in infants and young children. It may also occur in adults. Children usually inherit the disease. In adults, many different conditions, including infections and cancer, can cause HLH. If you have HLH, your body's defensive system, called your immune system, does not work normally. Certain white blood cells, histiocytes, and lymphocytes attack your other blood cells. These abnormal blood cells collect in your spleen and liver, causing these organs to enlarge.
I'm going to have to take a personal day.
Yeah, I think everyone who fucking listens to this is going to be wishing they had HLH. What was it called?
Oh, don't make me say it again.
No, say it again.
Do it in the Miss Piggy voice.
Hemophagocytic lymphohistiocytosis.
Why can you pronounce it better as Miss Piggy than you can as a normal person? What is wrong with you?
Hiya!
This is why you're down here. Melinda, it has been fantastic to have you on the show. I'm so glad that you came on to help not only teach, I think, the listeners at home a little bit more about what it means to be down here in hell, but to, you know, also get stupid Ian fucking onboarded and stuff.
Well, unwelcome for having me.
And unwelcome to you as well.
Thank you. Whoops.
Before we wrap up, I don't know, Ian, I just kind of had like some random thoughts about, I don't know. I
feel like you're thinking about media that you really enjoy, and you
yeah,
just
just
wanna
like
tell
randomly, it
people.
just came to the top of my
You
head.
get this look on your face that I'm recognizing now, where you're going, I just have to tell people about media I enjoy.
I just think there's like, I was just thinking about it the other day. There's a really great Earth comedian named Natalie O'Sullivan that I think a lot of people should probably go check out.
I don't
Just randomly, I thought I'd bring that up. Maybe that's uncouth to bring up on
She
the pod.
sounds leggy.
Certainly blonde.
Tall, leggy blonde.
I think I saw her in a short called Lot
Lot 26.
26.
Melinda, is there any random pieces of media that you want to bring up? I just thought that, I don't know, this just kind of popped in my head.
Yeah, you know what? Speaking of Natalie O'Sullivan, you know, her stage name, she goes by Natalie O'Sullivan Hamilton. But
I don't know why.
Legally, she's Natalie O'Sullivan because she's a dual citizen. And she
Okay.
doesn't want to go through
Wow,
all
we're learning a lot about her.
I mean, like, I love paperwork. She doesn't want to deal with the paperwork, so whatever. But, so one thing that I learned recently about Natalie O'Sullivan Hamilton is, so she was performing with a troupe in Austin, Texas at
Okay.
Fallout Theater called Come At Me with the @ symbol. And they were doing improv based on people's Instagram.
Well, they still are. I think she's just not.
Yeah,
currently.
she's just kind of like an offshoot. You know, she's up north, you know, whatever. But
Minnesota.
Come At Me just got into the Last Best Comedy Festival in Bozeman, Montana
Wow.
in September.
Oh, headlined by Reggie Watsa here.
That is true.
Congratulations to them, who we have no relation to.
No, amazing. And so I heard that Natalie's going to be going out to Bozeman in September for a few days
Whoa.
and performing in 2 slots at this really fun, cool.
I've always wanted to perform in 2 slots.
Melinda, is there any, like, I don't know, social media handles or something where people could find more information about Natalie O'Sullivan Hamilton, the comedian and actress?
Absolutely. I'm a big stan, as Ian would say, a stan of this person. So her Instagram is...
I would say that.
Yes, you
Yeah,
said
keep
it.
interrupting.
She brought me into it.
So, because you said you stan Dennis Farina.
Oh, I do.
So her Instagram is at Cottontail Bandit,
Uh-huh.
like a rabbit and a thief, and Cottontail Bandit. And she's pretty active on there. And she also has a website, natalieosullivan.com. You can see her reel. She's got whatever on there.
She does voice acting too, right?
She does voice
Wow.
acting. That's right. And she's
Gotta be the best of the best to do that.
Yeah, she's
How's her Miss Piggy?
I think Natalie O'Sullivan
okay.
Hamilton would agree.
yeah, she's doing all right. That's not. Yeah, it's not really.
Is there anything else about comedian and actress Natalie O'Sullivan Hamilton that we should, just randomly bring up for no reason at all?
I think that she appeared on an episode of this podcast that hasn't existed for over a year called One and Done TV, if you wanted to check her out on there.
She did the Cooking with Paris episode.
That's right.
That was a really fun one. And, she also, she had a pretty dark time. She got kind of low, and she
Oh my God.
did several
She
episodes
did something she wasn't proud of.
She did something she wasn't proud of, and she did several episodes of Mr. Bunker's Conspiracy Time podcast.
Oh, that stupid show?
Yeah. But she also
Yikes.
did a pretty well-researched and thought-out Patreon episode for them on Dr. Bronner.
That's right. I heard that was very well received.
So I guess if you have to listen to that, then you would have to join Mr. Bunker's Patreon
That's right.
and listen to it.
And this is a cash grab right here. So.
Right. Yeah.
Well, that was random and for no reason at all. Ian, any other random and for no reason at all things that you want to talk about?
I mean, if you were to join that Patreon, you could check out failed comedian Ian Hamilton's episode where he talks about the book, The Show Won't Go On,
Yeah.
and reads passages from the book, The Show Won't Go On, about all the people that died while performing. It's a pretty fun book, pretty interesting, pretty dark.
I heard that was not as well received, but it was received.
It was
I heard it was received.
People, a lot more people die at Disneyland than you'd think. You don't have to check out
Actually, a very fucked up story about that, yes.
the
Oh, yeah.
episode, but you could check out the book.
All right. Yeah. Great. Any, social media handles or anything like
Who
that?
wasn't it received well by, I guess?
I do know one thing. So I know that
Was it Pedro?
failed comedian Ian Hamilton doesn't have social media, but he still
Okay.
has a Venmo.
Okay, what is that?
And that's at Hamilton. And you are more than welcome to send him some money.
If you want to send failed comedian Ian Hamilton some cash for Hellbucks, which he'll have to convert.
And the conversion rate is horrible.
You can do that. But, I guess other than that, hey, listeners, thanks once again to Melinda Scurge.
Thank you so much for having me, Artie Brimstone. It's been so horrible.
It has been absolute hell.
This has been absolutely hell. This has been horrible. And if you thought this was horrible, please email us, netherregionpod@gmail.com. We'll accept almost anything, thoughts and ideas for different
segments, games.
And then you can follow us at Nether Region Pod on pretty much every social media platform, because God knows social media is hell.
Oh, yeah.
There'll be links in the description to find everything we talked about.
Yeah, everything we talked about is going to be diligently linked
and transcribed.
on the social media. Yeah.
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 Well,
Not by
Ian,
AI either. Somebody's going to physically do it.
On the cum keyboard you got right there.
Well,
Maybe-
there's a lot of missing keys, but we'll have to
Maybe
make do.
something for Mr. Ian to do of your little weekend activity.
Figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
I'm busy.
Ian, this was another
Horrible podcast.
So
Yeah.
how do you feel?
Fuck you.
Melinda?
Hey, listen. Ditto to that.
Oh, okay. And I'm Cubone.